Hello everybody and welcome to today's album reaction. We've had a request come through from an old friend of ours on this channel. Let's have a look. Where is it? Why is it not showing up here? Just a second. Okay, we'll do it this way. Should be okay. So Backstreet Brett, can you see the YouTube comment screen?
No.
No?
Can now. I can now.
Okay, so it's Drum Master. He says, "Hi guys, I hope you're doing well, and I want to request another EP for you guys to review. First Time by Liam Payne. Liam Payne was an English singer-songwriter, best known as a member of the boy band One Direction. First Time is his debut EP released in 2018, comprised of 4 songs with the main genre being pop and R&B. I hope you guys enjoy it." Yeah, so Drum Master, if you didn't know, Liam Payne is dead.
Yeah, sorry to spread the news to you. For you, it's the news, yeah.
Yeah, the balcony, fell off a balcony. I think he was under the influence of drugs. So a sad ending for Liam there. That was a few years ago now, wasn't it? So let's have a look then at the EP. So Brett, can you see the Spotify page I'm showing you?
Yep.
So it only has 4 songs. It's from 2018, only 12.5 minutes long. So yeah, Brett, tell us what you know or knew of Liam and his music. Do you know any of these 4 songs?
I don't. I feel like there might be only like one. I didn't think he released that many songs, to be honest. I think there was one that he did that I would maybe recognise if I heard it. I think that's as far as it really goes on those side of things there. Unfortunately, became more famous for going out with he got married. I can't, going out married with Cheryl Cole from Girls Aloud. I think like music was probably not as much as something like say like with Niall Horan or Harry Styles. So there's very little I can give today, really.
Yeah, right. Well, let's begin. Brett, if you can't hear, sir, you'll have to let me know. Can you see the screen?
Yep, that's free showing again.
Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, just to let you know as well that if you donate to our channel, we will guarantee and prioritize an album request for you. All the information can be found down below in the description. So guys, let's go.
Montana, you know what it is when you hear that.
I always pick up on the first time. Ooh, I've been hoping you would check on me. I guess I think about the first time. Ooh, yeah, it's like you put a spell on me. Ooh, come on, stop. You may be crazy. I'm seeing red. That's on a date and girl, you a savage. You ain't no lady. You know my style. You're smoking lately, yeah. Ooh, I'm tryna find it, yeah. Get you in private, yeah. Brush up behind it, yeah. Ooh, don't wanna be friends, you tried it, yeah. I'm never on silent, yeah. I always pick up on the first time. Ooh, I've been hoping you would check on me. I can't stop thinking about the first time. Ooh, yeah, it's like you put a spell on me. Oh, no, no, no. Like you put a spell on me. Whoa. You brush me up, you know I hate it. You playing tough, don't try to fake it. Girl, you a savage, yeah, you ain't no lady. It's been a while, I'm counting days. Ooh, I'm tryna find it, get you in private, yeah. Rushing behind it, yeah. Ooh, don't wanna be friends, you tried it, yeah. I'm never on silent, yeah. I always pick up on the first time. Ooh, I've been hoping you would check on me. I can't stop thinking about the first time. Ooh, yeah, it's like you put a spell on me. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, it's like you put a spell on me.
She's a savage like Rihanna. She love cars, she love diamonds. She love stars and watches that be timeless. I'ma put in my time. I mean, really count hoops that be silly. If that ring around your fingers, $500,000, baby. Pick up, when I pull up with them boys. Top down by my hood up. Trying to fight it like Tyson, but she sniped me with a rifle. Best and worst thing. Pick up on her first thing.
First time, ooh, I've been hoping you would check on me. I can't stop thinking about the first time. Ooh, yeah, it's like you put a spell on me. Ooh, no, no, no. Yeah, it's like you put a spell on me. Ooh, no, no, no. I've been hoping you would check on me. I can't stop thinking about the first time. Ooh, yeah, it's like you put a spell on me.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't mention as well that this also had a featured artist called French Montana, who I'm guessing was is a rapper. So yeah, I think I'll go first. So I didn't mind that. That had something to it. I thought had a nice sort of feel to it, a nice vibe. I think both of us were sort of jigging along to that in our chairs. I thought, yeah, sort of a few different layers to it, a few parts to it. Obviously, it helped by the fact there was a featured artist and it had a very, I suppose, yeah, R&B, modern R&B feel to it. Certainly didn't have any sort of, I suppose, One Direction kind of vibes to it. So we didn't talk about expectations before we started. So I don't really know what I was expecting. I wasn't really expecting, didn't really have any expectations as such. But still, I was a little bit, despite that, I'd say so. I still was a little bit surprised by this. I just didn't think it would be quite as urbanish, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say this is kind of my style of music. I mean, it's not a song that I absolutely love. I'm not going to put this on a playlist, but quite enjoyed listening to it. And if this came on somewhere, I'd listen to this quite happily. How was this song released? I don't know. Certainly never heard it before. But it's a song that I could imagine would do pretty well. Anyway, maybe Brett can tell us more.
I don't think I can tell you too much more, apart from getting agree with a lot of the sort of stuff you're saying there. So firstly, yeah, didn't mention as a featured artist, and as soon as I heard him, I looked again back on the screen and saw there was another name there. And I think, yeah, the rapper part brought something to it there, actually. Really, I think if you didn't have that, it brought something to it as well. And he also talked about expectation. So, yeah, I hadn't really thought about it. Obviously, saw from John Master's message about there being sort of an R&B feel to it, which we definitely got throughout. But I thought maybe it'd be a bit more poppier with maybe touches of, well, it feels more R&B with maybe touches of pop. And it's funny because I could imagine Liam Payne actually this being the sort of type of music he would listen to if he wasn't doing sort of One Direction stuff. I don't know, just as a stereotypical, just as a little thing. Oh yeah, I could see you actually probably enjoying this kind of stuff. So yeah, like you, I think it's all right. A-list material, it's close. Like it's got something definitely to it. It's definitely a good song. Again, as you said, whether it was a released one, I don't know. And if it was, I can see why maybe hadn't stood out, why I don't recognise it if it had been one. I think it's just a really good, all right, solid song. Probably a little bit above that, should we say? Maybe not right in the middle, just a bit above average. And yeah, I think the rapping definitely brought something to it.
Okay, let's go to the second one then, which is Home With You.
Walk in, you walk out, you're dragging me. We talk through the smoke, you spill the tea about how your friends are hating me. But I heard it all before. No stress, cause my eyes are dialed in. My ears are all yours, I'm listening. It sounds like that you are still feeling it. So tell your friends to go. Too many cooks in the kitchen, too many fools here listening. Why don't we find somewhere quiet? I wanna go home with you. Yeah, we can do whatever you want to. Come on and set the mood. I wanna go home with you. Yeah, we can go as slow as you want to, or speed up into you. Home with you. Must be joshing, you kidding me? No one is that good in reality. Better than all of my fantasies. And I've seen a lot before. Yelling to you over music isn't the way I wanna do this. Why don't we find somewhere quiet? Too many cooks in the kitchen, too many fools here listening. Why don't we find somewhere quiet? I wanna go home with you. Yeah, we can do whatever you want to. Come on and set the mood. I wanna go home with you. Yeah, we can go as slow as you want to, or speed up into you. Home with you. Too many cooks in the kitchen, too many fools here listening. Why don't we find somewhere quiet? I wanna go home with you. Yeah, we can do whatever you want to. Come on and set the mood. I wanna go home with you. Yeah, we can go as slow as you want to, or speed up into you. Home with
Okay. Oh, Brettsy, take it away.
Okay. Right, when are you giving this one here? So, straight off, I'll say straight away, I really like that. I quite enjoyed that in a strange way. This definitely, in comparison to the previous one, feels more down the poppy route with that sort of underlining sort of bit of R&B element to it. I really like the backdrop of the song. That sort of be going through, and then the sort of when the chorus came in, and I know it sort of took us by surprise a little bit. That's sort of a little bit different to it. It's catchy, but it's definitely brings something to it. I could see this one being more of a release song than the previous one. Probably still lacking a bit to really make it stand out, but this definitely feels, for me personally, more of a playlist song for me. And I just really like the sort of very modern, but it's kind of sort of very chill vibe to it as well. And what it made me realise is actually I don't know how Liam Payne sounds when he sings, which is strange for comment to make. We've just already had a song previously already. So I was going to say, does it sound like Liam Payne? I was thinking, well, actually, what was I expecting? I feel like something like, just talking about the One Direction boys, like Harry Styles has got something a bit more distinctive about his voice. I feel like I can pick that up. But actually, if I was thinking of One Direction, I don't think I would spot out Liam's parts or what he did, or know what he really even properly sounded like actually as well. So that's the way my sort of brain was going, thinking, oh, does it sound like him? And I go, actually, I have no idea what he's meant to sound like. But bring back to the song, yeah, I liked it. I liked the sound of it, liked the feel of it. Good sort of chill, nice vibe, good beat to it. Yeah, for me, I prefer it to the previous one.
Nice. Yeah, for me, I like this one as well. I'd say I'd put this on a par with the first track. So we've had two good, solid songs for me here. Like you say, I agree that it's more of a pop type song with an R&B kind of underline or very much feel to it. I think it's probably because there wasn't the rapper in there. It just gave it more of a pop feel. So I suppose I'd say a similar thing to the first song. It was good. It's not. I wouldn't put it onto a playlist. It's not quite good enough for that. I think, like you said, it's kind of maybe missing something to get it up to the next level. But I did enjoy listening to it. Yeah, I thought the chorus was quite unusual as well, the style of it. And yeah, it's just got that sort of nice sort of feel good sort of feel to it. It's quite easy to listen to. Feels quite relaxing. And yeah, quite enjoyable. But I just think so far there's just something not quite there for me to say I really like those first two songs. They're just good songs, good solid songs. So the next one then is Depend on It.
We used to be loving, touching, kissing, like our lives depend on it. How we get to lying, crying, always fighting, like our lives depend on it. Oh, there you go, putting words in my mouth. It's about to go down. I'm not ready yet. There's still a thread left. If I could just hold on onto unraveling hope, give it one last go. I don't know why, just need us to try. Don't we find a way to get back that thing we used to have? That ooh, I need you now. We used to be loving, touching, kissing, like our lives depend on it. How we get to lying, crying, always fighting, like our lives depend on it. Why you looking at me with angry eyes? How we ever gonna make it out alive if we don't get back to loving, touching, kissing, like our lives depend on it? How could I know what you had hiding there behind those fire eyes? But I'll make it worse with my wild words. And ooh, I've done it now. We used to be loving, touching, kissing, like our lives depend on it. How we get to lying, crying, always fighting, like our lives depend on it. Why you looking at me with angry eyes? How we ever gonna make it out alive if we don't get back to loving, touching, kissing, like our lives depend on it? Squeezing and like our lives depend on me.
Right, so that was Depend on It. Yeah, so that was a very different type of song. Just a simple song played on the piano. I mean, I didn't enjoy this one as much as the other two, but not to take anything away from this. It was still nice. Just not a great deal to it. I mean, his voice did change. You know, he did go up in parts for sort of what you could call the chorus. It wasn't like a typical kind of chorus, but then it wouldn't be because of the style of song just being played on the piano. And then I feel it was quite... it brought emotion maybe towards the end, where we just had sort of an instrumental part, and then he did start singing again at the end of it. Well, that was worked quite well. So yeah, I can't really criticise it. It was nice, sung well. It just wasn't a great deal to it. I know not every song has to be like that, right? But just in terms of enjoyment, yeah, nice enough. That's about it, really. What about you?
Yeah, it almost comes under the category of just being like sort of a nice song. But firstly, yeah, nice bit of variation we get on such a short EP. Wasn't sort of expecting that. Yeah, as you said, you know, like acoustics or piano sort of version there. I really liked it. Again, I think his voice came across really, really well. Higher than I was expecting it to be. Yeah, I can't say it's better than the previous one, because I think just because it's that so different, really. But I think again, it's a real solid en passant. Really hard to sort of criticize it from there, really. But again, I think probably like with the other ones, as good as nice it was, again, it probably was missing something. If you imagine like an Adele doing something, she brings something, because that's her specialty, and that's what she's styling. But it has something to it to elevate that particular kind of song, and that's kind of where the theme's been with a couple of these other ones. It's just missing that. I can't really put it into words or explain it. It's just something just to give it that little elevation there. But again, nothing wrong with that there at all. Again, probably would just be missing out to go into a playlist, and that's kind of the theme I'm feeling sort of at the moment. But again, it's a good, solid, nice song.
Yeah, so the last track is Slow.
Though this is done, I will turn a blind eye. Don't tell me goodnight, cause it means goodbye. Know that we're broken, know this was over months ago, months ago. You got me pretending you ain't down with us. You got me running around the obvious. Yeah, baby, where you gotta run? If you're gonna let me down slow. Tell me what I already know. I know that your mind's already made up, but give me one more night now before we give up. If you're gonna let me down slow. Just another minute, I ain't ready to go. Before we let the light in, baby, just hold me like you don't know that you're gonna let me down slow. Leave it unsaid, just one more second. If you don't say it, then it ain't true yet. Know that we're broken, know this was over months ago, months ago. You got me pretending you ain't down with us. You got me running around the obvious. Yeah, baby, where you gotta run? If you're gonna let me down slow. Tell me what I already know. I know that your mind's already made up, but give me one more night now before we give up. If you're gonna let me down slow. Just another minute, I ain't ready to go. Before we let the light in, baby, just hold me like you don't know that you're gonna let me down slow. slow. Why you gotta rush when I already know that your mind's already made up? And I know you wanna give up. So before you let me down slow. Give it one more minute, cause I don't wanna go. Before we let the light in, baby, just hold me like you don't know that you're gonna let me down, let me down, let me down, let me down slow.
Right. Give us your expert insight then.
Oh, I don't know. Now it's hard because now I can't help but feel if I'm just going down the same sort of rabbit hole that sort of opened up early on. I again really really like the song. I think it has some really good elements to it. But again, like with the previous three, it's kind of missing something to sort of take it to that next level to feel good enough to go and like keep the term with using to like go into a playlist and something. Breakdown again, definitely more back to the more sort of the poppy side of thing with a slight underline of R&B, but it seems a bit minimal. This one, this definitely feels more total poppy. So much so, I almost put here it has elements of like almost could be like a K-pop kind of sort of song. I can imagine
Wowzers.
a K-pop sort of boy band trying to do sort of an old school boy band kind of sort of sound, but a really watered down kind of sort of playing it very safe and just being all nice and not taking too many over risks with it. And I said even we had a bit where they tried to use sound samples, didn't forget it. Just all felt just not basic, but just maybe just safe and just didn't elevate things as it should there. So again, I think it's hard to criticize. There's nothing overly wrong about it, just for the fact that it's just lacking something to elevate it to this next level, which I know I keep repeating, but that's just kind of how I still feel with it there. Yeah, which is a shame because I said that they are good. There are stuff about them, but just lacking in something. I don't know if you feel the same. If you can explain it better or differently to what I'm saying, but yeah, that's how I feel.
Well, look, great minds think alike. So, as soon as this song came on, right from the beginning, I said to myself, this has like sort of P-pop, K-pop kind of feel to it.
Okay.
Honestly, I swear, I'm not just saying that because you said that.
I thought you were
That's
laughing
why-
when I said my one.
No, that's why I said wowzers, because I was thinking the same thing. So, and I felt that right from the beginning. It just had that sort of Asian kind of pop feel to it. So I know exactly what you mean when you say that. Yeah, it didn't. I liked it, so I totally agree with you as well. For me, it's on a par with the first and second songs. Like I said, I didn't like the third song as much. I thought it was a bit boring. But yeah, it again, like you say, it was just missing something to take it to the next level. It was a really nice song, nice to listen to. It did have different elements to it as well, which I liked. It was smooth, very easy to listen to. But it wouldn't go onto a playlist again because it's missing something. So I think we're in the same boat here. I think the only difference between us is that you preferred that third track to me, which I just wasn't particularly keen on. But even though there wasn't anything wrong with it, it was just a bit boring. But yeah, I guess we're to the summing up stage now. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked 3 of the 4 songs, and the song that I wasn't so keen on is only just because it was a bit boring, but there was nothing wrong with it. And it's just a shame that they didn't have a little bit more to them for me to really have liked this album. So appreciate having it requested, and didn't know anything about Liam Payne other than the fact he was in One Direction. But yeah, I like the sort of, I suppose, the route that he took after One Direction split up. If this is the way he, the style of music that he went down, it's that sort of R&B ish pop, which is kind of my my cup of tea. But like I say, just missing something, all of those songs there, but enjoyed it nonetheless. What about you?
As we sort of said throughout with the track listings and just sum up there, same sort of feelings I had as well there. Great as brought to attention because, as I said, we've been very little of Liam, and actually there is something about him that he's got there, and I know we're quite critical in terms of that repeating, saying it was just lacking something to make it a little bit more something about it for either of us. But I still really like songs. I said I put them all sort of on par. I did particularly like the film. I do like a nice ballad, especially just piano and just singing from there. But I said nothing really wrong with them, apart from we said just sort of missing something about them. So an interesting sort of take. Again, it would be interesting to go back on his books to say, because I know that he had one sort of hit. I say here, I don't know how well it was, but I'm sure I remember something like that there, but then knew nothing else much more, said apart from dating Cheryl. So at least now I feel I can add a bit more sort of music knowledge to what I've known about with Liam as well. And we didn't say enough there, but I just said on the third one, but I really did actually, he's got a very good voice actually. It is quite varied, not massively varied, but in terms of the stuff he was singing from here, really. So, nice one from Liam.
Okay, well that's all we've got time for today. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again for the next one then, guys. Take care. Goodbye.